Yo, what is good, my anime faithful? What is good, yo? Guys, this is what I'm talking about. There's some shows that I might have to actually put on the back burner so I don't like ridiculously um, put out so much stuff in a day. But understand, World Trigger is back and it is definitely keeping a slot. The one thing I wanted to see amongst the community when it comes to World Trigger, and I'm sorry, I'm playing my hero in the background. I was thinking of what best represent World Trigger, and I still can't really think of the thing outside of Jump Force and a certain thing I can do it there. So I think this is a little might be better than Jump Force. I don't know. um, Regardless, I love what they're doing with World Trigger already. They did not give us like the full blown recap and all that stuff. I really do hope that is a continuation throughout the rest of the whole entire show because the one thing that slows down the watching time is some episodes having a full blown recap of everything that took place last episode right in the beginning, or sometimes they don't do it until like 50 seconds in or something. So if they could keep that out altogether, it would be much appreciated and then just have a recap episode. I think that's back when that was still a pretty big reoccurrence, was to just, you know, last time on World Trigger Z, you know? Um, those are the types of stuff that probably made them want to do it, you know? It's something that was just a thing, you know? So, that being said, we see a lot of our characters are not involved with this invasion outside, and it makes sense because, for one thing, the military is kind of cocky, and in most good animes, when you get cocky military, what you usually end up having is people that get others killed or usually, you know, are in the wrong at the end of the day for not putting all efforts on hand and instead thought you could take, you know, whatever route that you took, which in hindsight wasn't even worth it, right? So the battle that's taking place and happening has a lot of the ridiculously hype snipers. It has really good close range fighters, but it doesn't have our main cast of people simply because they're in a ranking battle and the military did not want to stop it. And instead, they're just like, you know what? Screw it. We'll just we'll just let it rock, bro. Like whatever. I don't think I'll be able to complete this mission. That sucks. Um, but that being said, it's really cool to understand where all of these different aspects are coming from because for me, World Trigger has always been on, well, the first season is always on Earth, really. You don't necessarily stay out in the other worlds or even explore them for all that long. So once you get a taste of the people from outside, uh, through like the final episodes and stuff like that, it's really refreshing and just has a whole new feel to the show in my opinion. So for people that are watching it for the first time, and I did see some people reviewing it that haven't even finished the first season, so be easy on them. um, it's clear to me that when you have all of this knowledge that these neighbors have obtained from the people who invaded in the first place, it changes the whole dynamic for them in general. All of a sudden, they needed to, you know, get into somewhere and get out quick, or like destroy this base and destroy this ship really quick. But the problem is, the people there have my boy Gene, and Gene having his ability just to be able to see certain paths of the future that's about to take place, or just to see if what path he's on as of right now changed, then you can start to see like what is about to occur. Um, this is the type of stuff that really makes the show even more interesting because you got to remember anytime you make really broken characters from the start, you got to balance them. And the one thing that Gene has already set in motion himself is this neighbor that they captured, and he pretty much knew at any time his one security guard that seemingly we have no idea if he can actually fight or do anything at all. But he has like a neighbor-esque look to him. Like he looks nothing like the humans, the guy who rides on the little kid who rides on the little animal thing. So I've always been skeptical of him if he's like really strong and just hides it or something along those lines. So there's a lot going on, and it's kind of crazy. People are just stepping into this stuff, and you might have to watch like 70 episodes plus just to get a better understanding of some of the later characters that show up that we the people watching didn't learn about until much later. So with all that being said, I hope you guys are having an amazing day, night, evening. World Trigger is back. I can't believe I get to say that. Ah, it feels so surreal, but we're here and I hope you guys enjoy it. So let's talk about it and have an awesome day, night, evening, whenever you're watching this. Peace.